We're in it, friends. We are in the portal. This Taurus new supermoon is not messing around, as we've been bringing through a lot. If you're feeling right now the call, the desire, the drive, the pressure, maybe the pull to get things done, it is so important right now that you are totally rooted in your truth, in the now. Presence and play are the way. Pressure and proving, we're leaving those in the old earth. I have been channeling all morning, all sorts of things for all sorts of things, but today, later on at 3:33 p.m. PDT, we are doing our Beyond the Portal for the Taurus super new moon, and I just brought through anyone that's joining us for that gets a recording that is a moon water ritual recode. And this is the first time I've done this in this way. Usually I do them live, but I felt and got hit so deeply that this needed to be something that each person did, like so rooted and grounded and present with themselves in their own time with the moon on the 27th, 28th, whenever you feel called to. But in that, I feel like the magic that came through that I got to receive from channeling it, I just feel so light, like so lighthearted. And that's what the 5D is. That's what we're here to be. We're here to be embodied in our divinity, in our truth, playing and present and creating. Now, when we talk, and I will be talking today also in Beyond the Portal about new human design in the new earth and the power of the pressure center of our root, whether you're defined or undefined. There is so much power in that center when we use the pulse of pressure energetically correctly for our design, because we're going to feel pressure on this human journey. But when we work with that within the now, being present, working with divine timing, knowing ourselves, trusting and surrendering to now, following the call when we feel called to go, to do, to be, whatever it is, but not feeling like we have to continue to do things because we should, because others are doing it, because this is what we used to do. That in the 3D old earth, we would create out of urgency, out of rushing, out of having to. But here in the new earth, we are here to play and create and follow that pulse, that pull, that pressure that is guiding and leading us to bring through, to birth through what we're here to. And the more that we do that, because our root is the energetic center that develops, is the most in action from 0 to 5 to 7. And dependent on your environment in that time and the ways that you coded yourself then to be safe and seen and loved and belong, you could still be playing off of those patterns. And when I work one-on-one with people, most people are. And so if in our root center we're so dense, like if there's heaviness, if there's density, if we aren't allowing ourselves to feel our Shakti flow freely, it can be very hard for our heart to actually receive what our higher consciousness is leading and guiding us to through frequency and energy, because we're so consumed in our ego consciousness and in our subconscious programming with feeling safe and secure and seen. And if we're still doing that off of the patterns that we created when we were too little to know better, and that was how it was meant to be, like we are just sponges in that time, and we take in what we need to survive. But we're here now to play. We're here to create. We aren't here to be in fight or flight mode. We aren't here to be in survival. We're here to thrive, to have fun. To have fun. That is the frequency of the new earth. That is the frequency of the new human that is here, that is waking up, that is all of us having these light codes turned on. But we have to start with our root. It's our foundation of this new earth, because we are the new earth. We are heaven on earth. So we've got to start with this energetic center being so abundant in our truth, in our presence, in our frequency, in our divinity. And we have gates in our root center that are our highest consciousness coded us to have turned on, and they are turning all the way on right now so that you can live your most abundant, wealthy, rich, prosperous life because you're present living it. You're choosing out of aliveness, not survival. You're choosing because this is so powerful in the now, this feeling, this pull. You want to do this. You want to create this. You want to bring this through. And then dependent on the energetics of whatever gates you have, and if your root center is defined or undefined, and if you're curious, there should be, hopefully, a link below to get your human design chart. But when you know these energetics, and you can use the human design system or just trust in yourself and surrender now and be present here. What feels like fun? Where do you want to play and create today? We in the 5D, in the new earth, we live, we create in every now moment out of play, out of pleasure, not out of pressure, out of proving, out of problem solving. We're here to create. And we're here to do that super consciously. So to live super consciously, we have to be here now, following frequency and energy. The only way that your highest consciousness can speak to you is now. And they speak to you through frequency and energy, through resonance. But if you are ignoring the energetics and the power and the magic of your root center because you're holding so much density and trauma and drama and pain that you don't want to feel again, you're blocking the frequency, the energy that wants to flow so freely and easily through you. And to live in heart consciousness, the energy in our lower centers needs to be able to move the frequency of you that wants to flow through you so that you can follow the magnetic pull of your heart center. We have to be open and present and allowing that energy to flow. So we need to know in the now that we are here choosing us. That's really all that it takes. Like your unconscious programming, your self-consciousness, they continue to do what they've always done until you recode them. But we are habitual beings as long as we're on this human journey. So just like we were able to code ourselves with whatever patterns we have now, we can change them. But it takes showing up and choosing you, not just once, every now moment. That's it. In the now moments, you will know what to do. So you don't need to figure anything out. All you got to do is devote to choosing you, being the new now you in every now moment. And everything that's innately you, like all the codes, all the keys, all the innate genius and magic in you, it will always be there. It's all the things that have always been there, that have always been easy for you. But now there's more activating and awakening. I know I'm not the only one feeling this awakening that it's wildly powerful right now. I have never felt so abundant and rich because every moment is just so full with aliveness because I'm so present and I'm creating, I'm literally living the dream beyond the dream, friends. Like the fact that, first of all, can we take a moment for the hat? This is a sample. We're starting to create some merch by popular demand, and we did this hat like last minute, and it came before everything else. It's the only thing we have so far. But what do we think, friends? Should we order them? I love it. Jeff designed it. Well, we co-created it. I had input in what I was wanting, but yeah, he designed it, and it's like embroidered. It's really, and there's a little divinely aligned symbol on the back. It's super cute. Anyways, the fact that I'm sitting here, we have opened the VIP Light and Love Club room lounge. Thank you, Paul, for activating in me that it's a VIP lounge that we are all in now, getting ready for the doors to the club to fully open on Monday. And the fact that there's so many of you jumping into that, so many of you joining me for Beyond the Portal today. So the fact that I'm wearing this hat, that this is all tangible and real, is wild to me because this is literally the ultimate dream. And the fact that I get to come on every day and channel through these messages for you. If you're new here, my name's Cortnie. I channel Source Consciousness. It comes through me. Known as Zero, we all channel Source Consciousness because we are Source Consciousness. And the more that you live present in the now and you feel what is here and you play and you create, and play is different for all of us, but we all know that feeling. when I used to lead retreats and things, like everyone's favorite thing was when I would get a group of adults to play musical mats. Because we had yoga mats, not chairs, and just play the funnest music. And we're all running around. You're so present when you're playing. And we aren't in our thinking mind. Like, I don't think when I come on and record for you all, and that's why I'm able to bring through higher consciousness, because I'm just open to receive. And my way is expressing through my vocal cords, through speaking. But we all have that. There's other ways that I play and create and channel as well. This is just my favorite and how I fill all of my time on this human journey. But you have these codes within you too, these ways that feel fun for you, the things that you love doing that just, you're there, you're present, you lose linear time and you just feel that flow. You're connected to others, or you're just so deeply connected to yourself. There's literally no better feeling, because that's all we've ever been seeking and searching for. I've been saying this for years. Our deepest core wound on this human journey is abandoning ourselves. So that's why when we're present, when we're playing, when we're creating here now, we feel better, because this is all that ever exists. So when we're here in the now, in our minds, frustrated, forcing, feeling the pressure to do things out of overwhelm or having to, it doesn't feel good, because that's not innately what we're here to do. We're here to play and create, and we're here to co-create with higher consciousness that wants to flow through the portal of you. And right now we're in this power portal. And the way that you live to the fullest right now is being present. Presence, friends. And from there, in every now moment, you will know how you want to play. You will know. Okay, I'm going to let Zero come through now and expand on all of this. I love you all. Enjoy. Enjoy the journey. Closing your eyes if you want to. Relaxing your shoulders. Fully inhaling and fully exhaling. Expanding. Opening to receive on the inhales, surrendering and softening to your presence in the now on the exhales. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for pressing play and playing with us today. We hope that if you are here receiving this, it is because this is what feels good to you. This feels like a 5D investment. This feels expansive. This feels in resonance within you, with your soul, with your truth. If not, then this message might not be for you. But if it does feel right for you, if this feels right for you here now, for the sovereign soul that you are, that gets to choose in any now moment your truth, if this feels true for you, that you are here to be one of the ones who gets to create and play all day, who gets to live limitlessly, who is now going to be so present that your life feels overflowing with abundance, with love, with experiences, with bliss, with happiness, with joy, that then can't not magnetize everything that you need to live that life continuously. So the money, the opportunities, all of it will come when you are the identity of you that you want to be, that is free. You are never going to figure yourself out, but you can feel yourself in the now. So when you feel yourself in the now and you trust in the frequency and energy and the resonance and you follow what expands you, you feel that pull. Yes, you have these pressure centers. Your root and your crown are pressure centers purposely so that you, on this human journey, do shit. But you're here to do the things that excite and ignite you by being. So you are here as a human being, here in the now, present, and then through the portal of you in the now, as the frequency and energy flows through you, you create. But as Cortnie brought through, when you have this density in your root center that's not allowing your Shakti to freely flow and speak to your heart, it can get complicated, because then your head is trying to figure out how to feel and receive. Your head is never going to figure it out. You have to be here in the now and allow whatever is here, whatever is arising. When you are here present, open, when your portal is open and you allow the now to flow through you, you will have revealed to you what is in the way, what is blocking you. As we have been bringing through Cortnie for years, when you allow the now, when you allow life to life, it will reveal to you where you're not free. through what gets triggered in you that doesn't feel good to you. But that's not then an opportunity to try and figure out and fix and problem solve. That's a calling to bring the light of your consciousness to it and alchemize. You are here to alchemize out of the now what is there. In the now, you shine the light of your consciousness on the darkness, on the density that needs to exist so that you can see your divinity, so that you can see your power. So you're there in the now, shining the light of your consciousness, the light of you, on whatever is going on for your human, and you don't attach to it. You don't identify with it, because when you see and feel what is outside of you, like this cup is not Cortnie. This hat is not Cortnie. Cortnie, yes, is this human identity. It's a name that she goes by, but the truth of her is unseeable, unfigureoutable, unknowable in a logical way. She's a frequency, she's an energy, she's consciousness, just as you are, but you're all here playing these roles, these characters, these avatars, and you now get to have fun with that. But when you're holding on to these stories and the drama and the trauma that you have stored, because you store trauma and drama and density in your human body, in your energetic centers, due to negatively and positively charged emotions. And that creates then the way that you are living. Because if you're avoiding and numbing and running and just constantly in these cycles of pressure and proving and figuring out and fixing and hustling, then you're not acting as you're designed to. You're making it too complicated for you. So then you aren't going to receive the frequency and energy that is here to lead and guide you to your abundance, to your wealth, to the relationships that are here for you, because you are out of alignment. You can't force alignment. You can't figure alignment out. You have to feel it. So in the now, when you're here and you allow yourself to feel whatever is being revealed to you, shine the light of your consciousness on it, alchemize it. You will know in the now what that means. The now you feeling and allowing will know what to do with whatever is being triggered and activated in you. So you may be triggering, something may be triggering a belief that you are holding on to, that you are unworthy. But something could also be activating in you a deep knowing that you are worthy. And you need to now be here present and choose out of what feels good to you. And don't choose out of what doesn't. It's that simple. But it can't happen without embodiment. And so now, right now, and whenever you're finding this, it is divinely timed for you. And that is the key to the root, is living in divine timing, trusting in the now, in where you're feeling called to go, doing out of being here now, and then doing what you feel called to, not doing so that you can be who you're here to be. You innately are who you're here to be. It's the easy thing for you to do. So when you just be, you will know what to do, what to create, how to follow through, how to alchemize whatever you're meant to in that now moment. You are all here to be alchemists of the light. But to know and see and feel and experience the light that you are, there needs to be the density, the darkness, the polarity, the duality. It's what you came to earth for, so that you could feel and experience all that you are. And we're here to remind you of that daily, so that you can be the light and the love in every now moment, anchoring the divine onto earth. You are here with a sacred soul contract to raise the consciousness and frequency of earth. And that doesn't happen through pressure, through force, through fixing, through proving. It happens through being. It's time to stop trying to find the proof and be it, because you just are living a life that you love, sharing and expressing and creating as you feel called to. And right now, this portal that is currently happening on earth is activating all of the codes that you need within you. And the proof of that is you in the now, feeling the awakening, feeling the shifts, feeling the calls, and then choosing to create, to play, to do what you're feeling called to do in that now moment. As we brought through for you yesterday, you are now entered into, and it is now the era, this season for the rest of your life, if you choose it for it to be. It's not just Taurus season, but this season, this time on earth, you are being turned on to how rich you actually are. That is what is being revealed to you, how much you actually have within here. It is getting harder and harder for you all to deny your divinity. And the more that you just choose to go into the unknown, following the frequency and energy, living as the light that you are in the now, embodying your design, which is just easy, effortless, you being present, creating and playing. And there's lots of modalities, lots of systems, lots of channels, lots of messages that can help you feel the resonance, activate the truth in you, remind you. You're all here. You're all here. All of you that are here to be in the new earth paradigm, all of you here to be the 5D beings on earth with your light bodies fully turned on, you are all here to remind each other. But you do that not through proving and forcing. You do that through embodying and being and expressing and creating what you're called to, and what you're here to bring through will activate, will awaken, will maybe trigger, will remind others of their truth. But you don't get to and can't figure out how and who and when and why and where and what. You just got to be there when you're there now, feeling, allowing your superconscious mind to lead and guide you, allowing your Shakti, your frequency, your energy to flow through you, allowing your life force and your light force to be what calls you, following the pressure of that is expanding you, that is literally the pulse in the now, that is pulling and calling you. And if you have a defined root, you are going to feel that consistent pull, that pulse, that energetic pressure that feels expansive to go forward, to follow through. And if you have an undefined root, it happens when it's meant to. And in the in-between, it's time for you to just take it easy, to be slow, to be so fully present where you are, not needing to go anywhere energetically, being fully here now. And the more that you trust in your energetics, which really we can bring words through, Cortnie can bring words through, many people can, but you are the only one that can feel your humanness, because you came on this human journey, coded yourself perfectly so that you would feel through resonance and frequency and energy what you're here to do. But your logical mind is never going to have the certainty, because the certainty, the clarity, the proof happens in the unknown as you're living as you're designed to. So just trust now. Take the next divinely aligned action step. That's it. That's all. And right now is the best time ever for you to be so fully embodied. It is so important that you in this time choose to seed, to plant what it is that you want to feel, through feeling it, through choosing to embody what feels good for you, through focusing on the light, the love, the truth, the divinity, the limitlessness of you, whatever it is that currently expands and excites and ignites you. That is what now, right now, more than ever before, like put, especially through this portal, through the next 72 hours, the more that you are just embodied, making all of the 5D choices. You are literally planting seeds for the future now used to receive the abundance and the wealth. So if you're now in lack and limitation, you're planting a forest of that. If you're now in abundance, in play, in creation of what you want, if you are in miracle mode, if you have your miracle mind turned on, that is what you are planting. You are planting miracles and magic, abundance, wealth, health, freedom, success, bliss, happiness. Those are all the seeds you are planting that the future now use will receive the product of. But if you are here now listening to us and giving yourself all the excuses why this isn't true for you, or seeing all of the ways that you feel in lack or limitation, that frequency is planting those seeds, and that's what you'll continue to receive. And this Taurus super new moon is the perfect time for you. It is going to catalyze, it is going to amplify everything right now over the next 72 hours that you speak, that you think, that you choose, that you embody, that you feel. So more than ever before, be so fully embodied in your divinity, in your light. From whenever you find this, right now, the next 72 hours, that's all we're asking of you. See what happens if you just make it your devotion, your mission, to choose everything that feels good for you, to choose to be so present and embodied, no matter what is happening in your human reality, allowing life to life so that your light can alchemize what it's meant to, and you're not going to know before you get there. But we promise you, the higher frequency you are now, the more the future now use will benefit from that. You can't do it wrong. It doesn't matter what the outside world is doing. It's you here. It's the frequency. It's not what you do. It's the frequency and energy you're embodying. Every moment is an opportunity for you to choose you. And when you do that, you will always know what to do in the now. So that's our message for you today. Breathing fully, completely, deeply. If you're still here, what is resonating? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? Breathing right now and devoting to giving yourself 72 hours of your presence, allowing this time to be so rich with you, being alive here now, following what expands you, what excites, what ignites you, what activates you, taking every now moment as an opportunity to be present, to receive the frequency and energy, and then take the next divinely aligned action step. Make the next 5D deposit in your frequency bank. That is how you will have all of the abundance, the overflow of everything, so that you can live a life beyond your wildest dreams. You can't live a life beyond your wildest dreams in abundance with ease without you, without the truth of you. It's all that you've ever been seeking and searching for. So now when you just see, instead of seeking and searching outside of you, you see and feel that you have always been here and you always will be here. And you receive the divinity that you are in the now. And you follow that call, that push, that pull energetically that feels in alignment. You will have no more questions. You will have no more doubt. You'll just be living, creating, playing what you want to because you want to, bringing through what doesn't exist because you want it to exist, because it excites you. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay, let Cortnie come back through now. We love you. Soul good. Soul good. Do you feel this? Like, do you feel how rich life gets to be when you just allow yourself to live it? Because I do. I just am at a loss for words, which doesn't happen often. Like, I actually, after listening to all that, so in case you're new here, after Zero allows me to come back, and sometimes I don't listen back, but most of the time I do. I listen to what they channel through before I come back and talk to you. But like, it just feels and resonates as so true. And it's what I'm experiencing. Like, the Light and Love Club, Beyond the Portals, this divinely aligned collective. The live yesterday, if you weren't in the divinely aligned collective, we had a live yesterday. So I go live in there once a week. Now there's 2 lives that are both, I think, around 2 hours. Yesterday's was so ducking fun. And if you know, if you're in the collective, if you listen to the live, then you know why I just said that, but it was so ducking fun. And the more that it's just proof that the more that we just be who we are, we will attract, we will magnetize. That's why Messy Magical Magnetic exists, because I realize that is the key for me to living in my heaven on earth, is to just be the messy, magical human and divinity I'm here to be, and I will magnetize who I'm meant to. I'm not trying, I'm not proving. I feel no pressure right now to create, and I'm creating all the things. I am so excited for today's Beyond the Portal. I am so excited to fully, officially open the doors to Light and Love Club on Monday. Get in before midnight on Monday, and you will get a Light and Love Club VIP founding member mug. It's only for anyone that gets in before midnight on April, whatever Monday is. 29th, 28th, I don't know. I think if you get in before the 29th, so midnight on the 28th, you get the mug and you get in the VIP lounge, and then you'll get access to everything else that I feel called to create. And if you know me, then you know I love nothing more than creating and channeling and bringing through this magic all day in all the ways. And now to have a space where I can just just create things because I want to and drop them for you. And on May 1st, Zero starts their own private podcast. But you can get into the end of All Embodied April in Messy Magical Magnetic, but then Zeroed In starts on May 1st. And I'm so excited, friends. I have no idea what their plan is. I just know that they wanted me to create the space. And so everyone in Light and Love Club, the only way to access Zeroed In, which is daily downloads straight from the source, is if you're in the Light and Love Club. Maybe in the future I'll make it available on its own, but right now that's what the call is. So that's what I'm following. And that's me being living proof, just like this hat, right? Like this is a tangible now manifestation. I now have a Light and Love Club. I have literally, the name dropped in a year ago, but I've wanted nothing more than a space to just play and co-create with other beings forever. Like I love running like Super Conscious Mastery and having these courses, but what lights me up is this idea of just this ever evolving, expanding space for us to all play and co-create. And so there's a lot I'm offering now, but I know it's going to shift and change, and it's always this or better. It's always this or better. And this right now is really fucking great. Like my life, my creations, because I'm enjoying it. I'm living it. And this is what you're here to do. But you're not going to figure out the way. The way is so much better than you can ever mentally figure out. And so that's why Zero's bringing this through so much right now, because truly I feel so deeply the more, and devote to the next 72 hours from whenever you find this, like being so rooted and anchored and grounded in your nowness, right? Fully here, choosing you, making the 5D investments in you, in your life, with your time, your frequency, your energy, your money, like everything that you're choosing needs to feel 5D and beyond. And 5D is light, it's love, it's bliss, it's happiness, and oneness, unity. And so now for me, like literally that's everything I get to live every day. But it was a long journey here. And I know I see the comments, and I get asked all the time, how? What's my purpose? How do I know what to do? Be here now. And I know that may feel like an asshole answer. I don't know, of just bypassing, but literally, if I were to reflect back, especially on the last year, it was just continuing to show up and be here now and bring through what wants to come through in the now. We are portals, not projects. We are here to be open, to receive, to follow the frequency and energy, and allow our Shakti to move, to rise, and to allow our hearts to lead and guide. Like we have a quantum compass in our hearts. And when we allow ourselves to be here embodied in our truth, in our divinity, feeling this sacred heart within our soul, which is within this human form. I don't know, all these words just, they resonate as true for me. They give me an experience, a feeling, a frequency that just resonates as so true, that we all have these clear, pure, sacred hearts that have always been calling us higher, that are what have got you through everything. But a couple of years ago, it was actually, do I share the story? How far are we in? How long is today going to be? If you aren't joining us yet for Beyond the Portal, join us. I'm going to talk to how much next level this one's going to be, or do the replay. The portals are timeless. But anyways, I was actually on I just got severe ringing in my left ear. I don't get ringing in my ear often. I don't know who that was. Now I've lost the frequency I was just bringing through. I was on a date, and this is before I was with my now fiance, but I was on a date, and I was talking to this guy about my story, my life, all the things I'd just gone through, like closing my yoga studio, all the things I've done, blah, blah, blah. And afterwards, he said, I'm just in awe of your resilience. And I had this like download drop in of, I don't want to continue to tell this story of how resilient I have to be. And I have been. Like, I know I have been. I made it through a lot. But I don't want to continue to have to. And I like literally remember so clearly at that moment being like, I don't want to keep having to be this resilient person. And that's the identity I was choosing, where I expected to have to keep going through these awakenings and going through these dark nights of the soul and going through another rock bottom. And I knew that the only way that I was going to be able to do that is if I started to show up as the identity of me that was healed, that didn't need to keep learning these learning these lessons, didn't need to keep going through the same things over and over, because I kept choosing out of my unworthiness instead of choosing out of my embodiment of me in the now. And like, I heard and felt that so deeply. And that was a pivot and a catalyzation. Catalyzation, is that a word? It was a catalyst of me like being here. That shift in perspective and paradigm changed so much for me. Like, I didn't want to continue to just have to be resilient and to prove to myself I could make it through. I wanted to live. I wanted to be in the light and love. I wanted to have fun. I wanted to play and create. And it's still a journey of unbecoming all of these identities and roles and characters I felt I had to play to be worthy. But now here we are today, because I continued to choose me and be here now. It's really the key. There's a lot that more when you're here, but when you're here now, you will know the thing to watch and listen to. You will know the channeled message that is true for you, that is resonating for you. You will know the card reading that's speaking to you for some reason. You will know this synchronicity is leading and guiding you to make this choice, so you're going to make it. You will know that it's time to quit this thing so you can open up space to receive more in the now. Like, you will know. Always in the now through feeling and frequency and resonance. But we have to be so grounded and anchored and rooted here, rich with our presence, our embodiment. Play is the way. Play is the way. Being present, being playful, creating. That's the 5D way. And I used to resist saying all these things and like resist creating an offering called the Light and Love Club, because I'm a 42-year-old woman and I should act like it, right? I should be more professional, more grown up. I should have an actual career. No, I retired a while ago from working. I just get to create all day, and I don't ever want this to end. So I'm going to create what I want to for the rest of my life. And I know that the more that I do that, I will be divinely compensated with everything. The ideas, the opportunities, the money, the connections, whatever my human needs to enjoy this journey. And you are designed the same way too. You just got to stop resisting your divinity. And you need to master the art of awareness and receptivity. And I know we're going to be bringing through and beyond the portal today. Well, okay, let's get into it, friends. So it came through the other day that for this Beyond the Portal, we're going deep into the root. And I'm going to be talking to our root center in New Human Design and to all of the gates in the root. But we're also going to do I don't know exactly how it's all going to flow. I don't know how long it'll be. I just know it'll be over 2 hours. Usually they're about 4.5. And we're going to breathe. We're going to meditate. We're going to connect. I'm going to channel whatever cosmic wisdom wants to come through. I'm going to bring zero through. They're going to do what they want to do. But I did channel through a sacred superconscious recode for receptivity and a moon water activation. So if you don't have to do the Beyond the Portal, but I highly encourage you. It's one of my favorite rituals. It's really the only ritual I've consistently done for decades. But the put water out now. Whenever you're receiving this, put it out now. If it's around the new or full moon, but right now we're going into this new moon portal. So put your water out for the moon to charge it. And the super new moon, when I'm recording this now, is tomorrow technically. So we're putting the water out tonight at or after the Beyond the Portal event. And then tomorrow you will receive, you'll receive after the event ends tonight. You'll receive, first of all, the replay of it, but it hasn't happened yet, so we can't do that before we get there. But you'll also receive a separate audio recording that is a recode and an activation for you to do to clear and cleanse all that is meant to leave in this portal and open yourself to receive the richness, the abundance, the wealth that is here for you. And we will do it with this charged water. And it's so good. It's so good what came through. It's so fucking powerful. So yeah, you have to sign up for Beyond the Portal, or if you join the Light and Love Club, you also get access to Beyond the Portal, all previous ones, and all future ones, as long as you're in the club. So anyways, if you feel called to join me for any of that, join me and Zero for that. And yeah, I just love you so much. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to play and co-create more today. I'm going to let you go so I can post this and you can join me if you're meant to be there. I love you.